Hello, friends. Hope you are doing great. In today's lesson, let's learn some words, their meanings, definitions, examples, usage, as well as sentences. So let's get started. The first word is around. It's an adverb. Approximately 100 people. He arrived at around 5 o'clock. The work will be finished around Christmas. They were fashionable around the turn of the century. Here, laughter all around. An old tree that was 6 feet round. Adverb part for the special uses of around and phrasal verbs. For example, the meaning of come around to something is given in the phrasal verb section of the entry for come in many directions: run, drive, walk, look around. Several young girls were sitting around, looking bored. There was more money around in those days. I can't see anyone around. See you soon, I expect. I'll be around. You have 15 minutes to look around. Now, the use of around as preposition indicating movement, running around the playground, traveling around the world. Chairs were left scattered around the room. I saw him around the office this morning. As is a preposition, so as to appear to be somebody dressed as a policeman. They entered the building disguised as cleaners, have a job as a packer, work as a courier, treat me as a friend. They accepted her as an equal. I respect him as a writer and as a man. As her private secretary, he has access to all her correspondence. As a child, she was sent to 6 different schools. This dress is twice as expensive as the blue one. Her face went as white as a sheet. He doesn't play half as well as his sister. I haven't known him as long as you have known him. As likely as not, it will rain. That is very probably. Next word is aspect, meaning particular part or feature of something, the worst aspect of the situation. Examine every aspect of the policy. There was also the political aspect. Look at the problem from every aspect. A man of enormous size and terrifying aspect. Events began to take on a more sinister aspect. The house has a southern aspect. Next word is assign. It's a verb, meaning to give something to somebody for their use or as their share of work or responsibility. Sentence. The 2 large classrooms have been assigned to us. Next, I was assigned the task of checking all the equipment. The teacher has assigned each of us a part in the school play. Factory managers assign work and monitor progress. They have assigned their best men to the job. Shall we assign Thursday morning for our weekly meetings? Next, assignment. It's a noun. My current assignment as a government economic advisor. I had set myself a tricky assignment. She was sent abroad on an assignment for the Sunday Times. Next word is assist. It's a verb. In doing something to help a relief fund to assist families who have lost relatives or property. Your health visitor will assist you with the procedure. We are looking for people who would be willing to assist in the group's work. 2 men are assisting the police with their inquiries. Assistance, it's a noun. In doing something, to do something, help, please call if you require assistance. Can I be of any assistance, sir? Despite his cries, no one came to his assistance. I need considerable assistance to find the information. Some employers provide assistance with fees for help. Assistant, it's a noun. A person who helps or supports somebody, especially in their job. My assistant will now demonstrate the machine in action. Assistant professor, a college or university teacher who ranks below an associate professor. Next word is assume. It's a verb meaning to accept something as true before there is proof. Why do you always assume the worst, that is, that something bad has happened? It seems reasonable to assume. I think we can safely assume that the present situation is going to continue. He assumed, be home at the usual time. We must assume him to be innocent until he is proved guilty. The chairman will assume his new responsibilities next month. The problem is beginning to assume massive proportions. Assumption, noun, a thing that is thought to be true or certain to happen but is not proved. What leads you to make that assumption? The theory is based on a series of wrong assumptions, or assumptions of supreme power. Next word is assurance. It's a noun. Confident belief in one's own abilities and powers. She shows remarkable assurance on a stage for one so young. He gave me his personal assurance that the article would be finished by Friday. Despite repeated assurances to the contrary, parents are seeing examination standards dropping. Assure, it's a verb to tell somebody something positively or confidently, especially because they may have doubts about it. We were assured that everything possible was being done. Next word is at. It's a preposition indicating a point in space at the end of the runway, at the corner of the street, going at the side door. At the roundabout, take the third exit. I'll be at home all morning. She works at the hospital. He has been at the bank longer than anyone else. They didn't have any bread at the baker's. At the moment you called, I was in the bath. What are you doing at the weekend? Take a few days off at Christmas. He clutched wildly at the rope as he fell. I could only guess at the meaning of the sign. She nibbled at a sandwich. Attach, it's a verb. To fasten or join something to something. Attached a label to each piece of luggage. A house with a garage attached. Just complete the attached form and return it in the envelope provided. I attached myself to a group of tourists entering the museum. A young man attached himself to me at the party, and I couldn't get rid of him. You'll be attached to this department until the end of the year. Attached, adjective. I have never seen two people so attached to each other. We have grown very attached to this house and would hate to move. Feel a strong, deep attachment to one's friends. Next word is attempt. It's a verb. To make an effort to succeed at something, to try to do something. The prisoners attempted an escape but failed. All candidates must attempt questions 1.5. Attempt, it's a noun. An act of attempting, a rescue, a coup, an assassination attempt. Desperate, vain, abortive attempts to escape. My early attempts at learning to drive were unsuccessful. Farmers are certain to resist any attempt to reduce subsidies. My first attempt at a chocolate cake tasted horrible. They have made an attempt on her life. So that's all for today. Hope to join you soon. Bye.